Welcome to Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, a profound exploration of how we think, decide, and make mistakes. In this summary, we'll explore the two systems of thought, the mental shortcuts that shape our decisions, and the surprising ways our brains deceive us every single day. Our minds operate using two systems. System one is fast, intuitive, and emotional. It's the autopilot, making quick judgments, recognizing faces, reacting without effort. System two is slow, logical, and deliberate. It steps in when we solve tough problems, weigh options, or think critically. While System 2 believes it's in control, most of the time, System 1 runs the show. System 1 relies on shortcuts called heuristics, efficient but often flawed. Take anchoring. When we see a number, any number, it can influence our estimates. Or availability bias. We think something is more likely just because we've seen it recently. And then there's substitution. Faced with a complex question, we unconsciously replace it with a simpler one without noticing. These biases are automatic and can lead us far from rational thinking. Confidence does not equal accuracy. We fall for the illusion of understanding, believing we know more than we do. Hindsight bias convinces us that events were predictable after they've happened, and outcome bias tempts us to judge decisions by results rather than how they were made at the time. People don't think in absolutes. We judge outcomes relative to a reference point, often where we started. Losses loom larger than gains. Losing $50 feels worse than winning $50 feels good. This is loss aversion, a key idea in prospect theory, which explains how people really behave under risk. Our decisions under uncertainty are far from logical. We're inconsistent. The same choice feels different if it's framed as a loss versus a gain. We overvalue certainty and underweight probability. Kahneman shows how these irrational patterns shape everything from insurance to gambling. We see patterns where there are none. We ignore randomness, overinterpret streaks, and misunderstand regression to the mean, where extreme results naturally drift toward average. Experts, despite their experience, often fall for the same traps. Kahneman urges us to favor data and models over human intuition. We're hopelessly optimistic when planning. We underestimate time, costs, and risks, and overestimate benefits. Kahneman recommends taking an outside view, relying on past outcomes of similar projects rather than our gut instincts. There are two selves inside us, the experiencing self, who lives in the moment, and the remembering self, who looks back and tells the story. Surprisingly, we make decisions based on the memories, not the actual experience. We choose what we remember, not what felt good at the time. Kahneman's work reshaped how we understand economics, psychology, and decision making. With Amos Tversky, he helped create behavioral economics, the study of irrational humans in a rational world. These ideas inform public policy, marketing, investing, and even healthcare. Thinking fast and slow reminds us that we're not as rational as we think, but by understanding how our minds work, the shortcuts, the traps, the biases, we can become wiser, better thinkers. So next time your intuition jumps to a conclusion, ask yourself, is it System 1 or should System 2 take the wheel? Thanks for listening to this audio. Wish you all a better life, full of success.